Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and I want it that way. Believe when I say that I want it that way. A lot of really great benefits to learning this riff. We've got the finger picking, we have 2 new ways to play a G chord, and we're also working on our hammer-ons and pull-offs. So let's dive right in. We are starting all of these chords are chords that you've probably gone over at some point as a music therapist. We've got E minor, got G, I'm sorry, that's C. Then we have G, and then we have D. Now, let's take a look at the E minor first. So to start, when I play this riff, I don't worry about putting my first finger on the 2nd fret of the A because I'm not going to play it anyway. So I'm just going to leave it here so that way I can get to the pull-off later in the first bar. So the first bar looks like this. So you're going to use your thumb to play the low E. Then I'd recommend your thumb to play the 2nd fret on the D. Then I would recommend your middle finger to play the B string. Then you're going to use your pointer to play the G string. Back to the middle or thumb to play the D string. Then you're going to have your pull off. So you're going to use your first finger to play the 1st fret on the B string. And then you're going to pull it until the string comes off. Let's practice the pull off together. And it should be kind of a quick motion, like that. Imagine that you're pulling the string and it just comes off. We don't want it to be like where you're kind of actually bending the note. We just want the pull off like that. So the first bar very slowly would be like this. Let's try that that fast. So 1, 2, go. Pull off. Let's do that first bar again. Same tempo. Here we go. Now, if you notice, that's already going to set you up perfectly for your C chord. That's kind of how my fingers are. So we're going to play our C chord now. It looks like this. Thumb, and then you can do your thumb or your pointer. I tend to use, I kind of switch which fingers I use to play this part. But you can go thumb, thumb, and then first finger on the B string with your middle finger. So let's just try that. Another really cool finger picking technique is you're taught in school that you use these fingers to play these bottom 3 strings, but you can take these fingers and you can move them up a string. So that way, if it's more comfortable for you, you can do it like this. Thumb, then pointer, then ring. You don't have to, but if you want to, that's also an option for you. So let's do this C one more time, and then I'll show you how to go into the G. C? Then we're going to go into our G like this. So I took my ring finger, moved it up a string, and then I'm playing that with my thumb, and then the open string. And then you see that I'm using my pinky to play the 3rd fret on the B string. You may have been taught in school that you play your G chord this way. You can do this if you want to, but it's just not as smooth. On the fingers, ergonomically, it's a lot easier on the fingers to go like this. And it also sets you up for your E minor chord really well too. So we're going to start practicing that 2nd bar from the C to the G, really slow like this. Like that. Here we go. 1, 2, go. To G. Good. Let's do it again. Here we go. And you're going to play these first 2 bars for the majority of where you're going to play it for the intro and for the verse as well. Now, the last two bars are what you do right before you go into the second verse or before you go into the chorus. So let's take a look at that. We have basically the same, the third bar is the same as the first bar, which looks like this. Now, the only difference is you're going to go to your D chord like this. And then the second way to play the G chord is like this. So what's really great about using this voicing for G is that when you're playing the D, your ring finger is already right here. And then you're just going to keep that ring finger there and move your middle finger to the 3rd fret in the low E. So let's just try that bar very slowly, like about that fast. 1, 2, go. Good. Let's do it again. Here we go. And one more time. Here we go. Now, let's try starting from the very beginning and putting all of it together. Let's do like that slow. So 1, 2, go. To C. To the first way you play G. To E minor. To D. To G. Excellent job, everybody. So this was the tutorial for I Want It That Way, and I will see y'all in the practice video.